Okay, we should be recording. Kill that. Right. This is Phil Mills N0889476, and I'm going to walk you through the Scrabble decoder program that I created in C++ using Visual Studio. So initially, there were a few problems that I've kind of bypassed, but I'll explain them further in the documentation and everything. So this is the main CPP file with various includes to the other areas of the program. This page just basically creates a menu system given 5 options of different functions within the program. These are basically set within separate pages as classes to activate. So the very first one being the dictionary. So it uses an algorithm to change the casing of the word in the form of transform. It goes from the beginning of the word to the end, changing it to upper, since everything in the file, whoops, wrong one. Everything in the file is uppercase, so I just thought it would be easier to convert everything into uppercase. There we go. So once it's in the uppercase, it then searches the dictionary, searching for the lookup word, and basically counts how many lines it goes through the iterations. When it finds the word, it then deducts 5, because the definition file has some commas and whatnot that disrupt the actual number to find the definition, then outputs the definition. So I'll just show that in process now. So this is the main menu. So if I return 1, so it goes into the dictionary. So if I just look up the word apple, searches for the uppercase, finds it, locates it, outputs the definition of that word. It then finishes going through the file in case there are any other iterations it can locate. It then prompts you for, do you want to search for another word, in which case you can type in another word, like car for instance. Otherwise press 0 to return to main menu, and for the majority, the menus follow that same pattern path. So whilst I've got that open, so going over to the word scorer, just basically if I type in the word apple, it adds up the letters and gives you a score of 9. Same if I was to do car, which is only 5 points. So if I exit that and just go to the word points, the way how I've done it is essentially to have it an unsigned array, and I basically change the letters to upper as per the same as the previous screen. I then go through the iterations, isolating each letter and basically totaling the score of the char and minusing a capital A, to which it then refers to the points up at the top. So the next function is the word scrambler, or unscrambler rather, which I've kind of left a few bits of code in this first iteration. So if I type in apple but move the A on it, as it searches, it's going through each and every iteration. So if I just go to that CCP, so basically there you go, that's where it's telling you it wants the input of the word. It just basically goes through the same uppercasing and then goes through the dictionary to double check that the word exists, in which case it'll say it was found. Then it closes the dictionary and continues searching through the iterations of mutations. So as it goes through, if I scroll up, I'll wait until the end. But while it's scrolling through, the other version of it, which is on the menu 5, I think. Yeah, 5. No, 5 is something else. So 4 is with definitions. So it basically does the same. I've excluded it from telling you the spelling of the iteration for the sake of saving time, and it just basically looks up the same definition list as the dictionary itself. So this will tell you all the words that it has located. So apple was found, appel was found, which is a French word, as well as pepler, whatever that is. So if I just do the same in 4, so if I type in apple incorrectly again, the one thing that I theoretically could or should add would be to basically make the program delete various letters out of the word that you're searching for. So in the sense of apple, it would delete like E on one run, replace that E and delete a P, repeat, rinse, repeat. But I've excluded doing that for the sake of time. So this is giving out the definition terms in that menu 4, which is appel, apple, firm round fruit, or French fencing, false attack or whatever. Just give it a chance to find that last word. And basically the very last menu option, number 5, letter tile import, basically it was a class structure that I built, but I've chosen not to go this route of essentially calling the points of the letter. It does import from the file itself. I think it does it twice actually. So yeah, I was trying something extra there, so that doesn't need to be in. This is literally hot off the press, so there we go. A Florence attached to the waistline of a garment. So if I go to 5, basically it runs through importing letters A to Z, and as I spotted, yeah, if I just kill it and relaunch it, it should not do it twice now. So if I go into 5, so it basically picks up all the lettering from this text file, which is capital A, lowercase a. That was going to be the points, and that's how many times it appears in Scrabble, to which it imports all the values, but I chose not to go calling the get points value, as I thought it would be quicker to do it from this point system of using an array. But that's it, and cheers for listening, as I awkwardly pause trying to find the way in NVIDIA to stop the recording.